Welcome to Missouri hockey. My name is Ray Dickerson. I'm here with Dalen Conklin, and we're calling a little D3 hockey. After a beautiful D2 game was played, the Tigers lost 3-2 to the Illinois State Redbirds. But now D3 gets to make up for the loss.
Yeah, and it was an interesting loss by the D2 team. Lots of penalties in the last minute. So very chippy game. Expecting pretty much the same for this D3 one.
Yeah, Dalen, like you said, that first game, a lot of penalties.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if these referees will put the whistles away here as the Tigers get ready to drop the puck here. Starting lineups for the teams go as followed for Mizzou. Mike Christopher in net, Max Zagorski on left B, Cam Axe on right B, Rylan Quick, Braden Foster, and Charlie Walker up front. For Illinois State, you got Matt DiFilippo, and as that shot's put on, that one's high. We'll run through the rest of the roster here when we get our first break. Puck's being moved back up through the zone by the Tigers. They get shot on, blockered away. Go deep into the corner. It's centered, but nobody's there. Axe will retrieve it for the Tigers, flips it up. Big hit on the half wall. That one flipped back. Quick will play it to Axe. Axe gets the pass picked off. Illinois State tries to keep it deep. Goes out to the blue line. No offside, says Gary over here, the referee.
That one looked offside to me.
Let's say, what do you expect from these two teams today, Dalen?
Again, I think it's going to be a real chippy game. Should be pretty close. I think, don't want to predict any scores, but should be a pretty good matchup today. Again, expecting really chippy, really gritty hockey, and I think it's all going to be decided along the boards here who can win those puck battles.
So, last week against Arkansas, they had a major loss. They went down 7-1, but then they made it only 7-4. The Tigers did. But, once again, a huge loss last week, trying to bounce back from that and have a better series here. That puck's flipped out to the neutral zone. It'll be taken across the ice. That's Enderle. He centers it. Off a skate into the half wall. That puck's flipped back in the neutral zone by the Tigers. A lot of back and forth hockey here to start. Heuerman takes that in. That's a good shot by Heuerman. Back up the wall. Out of the zone. Tigers are going to have to reset. They flip it in. No line change. They'll go to retrieve that.
Yeah, pretty sloppy play by both teams to begin, and I think that's pretty expected. But, again, just lots of missed passes and lots of players bumping into each other, getting into each other's way. So, interesting to see how this progresses throughout the game.
I'd like to see him calm it down a little bit. That's what I was talking about a lot last week, is that puck slips out in front. Luckily retrieved there by Heuerman. Up the ice. That one's centered by the Tigers. All for naught as that one's cleared out. Along the wall to the center. That'll be knocked down by number 13. That one's in deep there, playing rough along the wall. Once again, like you said, it's going to be chippy hockey. Might not be the smoothest hockey you've ever seen, but these kids are out here giving it their all. They're battling.
Hey, who likes smooth hockey?
I would say, what do we want to do? Play smooth hockey? I don't think so. We're going to have a little rough and tumble here. There's 17 minutes left on the clock. Behind the net, gets knocked down. They're trying to dig the puck out. The Tiger will retrieve that, and he's going to ice it the whole way of the ice. So that'll be number 7, Ryan Nader, retrieving the puck. As we were talking about the Illinois State roster, their starting lineup: Jeremy Langbein, left defense; Cody Tesson, right defender; Austin Schweitzer, Matt Strom, and Charlie Orlando, the forwards.
It's a pretty cool name.
Charlie Orlando. That is a nice name.
It's like a name you remember, right?
That one sticks out for sure. Dropped one by Illinois State. Fired on. Christopher makes the save. Christopher with another beautiful save. Puts it into the corner, and that'll be a trip.
Yep, just got his stick blade right in between the skates. And that one will be a trip every time.
Looks like it is number 5, Landon Lewis, going to the box for the Tigers, as it'll be the first penalty kill for the Tigers of the game. 16:39 left on the clock. This one brought to you by Harpo's. as the puck is dropped, and Illinois State with a clean face-off win there.
Beauty.
Trying to set it up. 1-3-1 power play. They throw a shot on. That's blockered away by Christopher. Shot from the blue line. Tigers were in a row there almost. So now that you got spread out to a large box. Garcia right here on the boards in the blue line. Battles with two Tigers, but Illinois State comes away with it. A good opportunity there, blocked away. This one's played back down on the half wall. Hell, all the way across the ice, and number 10, Mario Garcia just fans on it.
Yikes, got a wide open net. Gotta get that one.
That was a beautiful pass as the Tigers will flip that one out after there was a little bit of ruckus behind the net. I'd say, Dalen, that was a beautiful opportunity just off the end of the stick.
Yeah, absolutely squandered opportunity here, especially to get a 1-goal lead up early and on the power play. And, man, you just got to hit those.
So, yeah, we got 50 seconds left in this power play as Strom brings it in. Puts it deep. 43 will chase after it. Behind the net. Tries to go for a wraparound attempt. That's stopped by Christopher. Puck back in the corner. Strom looking for a man. Takes the shot instead. That'll be saved by Christopher once again. That puck's flung the whole way of the ice. The goalie, DiFilippo, will play it. He lets his defender come up. He has speed, but he fans on the pass.
Oh.
Big hit there. That was number 13, George Nicholson for the Tigers.
Got sandwiched right there.
I say that was a nice hit, throwing the body early here. As they play along the half wall. Another puck will go all the way the distance of the ice. The goalie will play it. No icing. Back the other way, Illinois State comes, marching up the ice. Good try there by the defenders of the Tigers. Another one centered, but just goes through the skates. The Illinois State player. That one shot on, that would be all for naught. Puck's deep in the zone for the Tigers. Nice hit there by number 15, Chase Wilcock. The Tigers try to get something settled here in the offensive zone. They put a shot on, fumbled in front of the net. It'll be a skirmish here in front of the net.
Oh, yikes. They're getting rowdy early.
See, a good shot put on there by Caston. But the big fellas go at it right in front of the Tindy.
Yeah, and that was a pretty weak power play, I think, by the Redbirds. I mean, obviously they had that wide open shot opportunity of a great pass, but other than that, not much, I think, going on in that power play, and a pretty good penalty kill here for the Tigers early.
I'd say, yeah, Dalen, that was a really good penalty kill. They only had that one real opportunity, and it was just a good pass through the slot. Garcia fanned him. Face-off drop. Another win by the Redbirds. Every single face-off has been won by them so far. Another thing, keep an eye on for this game. Puck's chipped in by number 91. Now, numbers aren't exactly what they should be. We were talking about this earlier with a couple of the players. That puck will be iced. And so there might be a little confusion on some of the names, some of the players. We're going to do as best as we possibly can.
Absolutely.
Face off here to the left of Christopher. Mizzou actually wins this one. We'll go up the other way. That one's chipped back in the defensive zone of the Tigers. Gaston will work it around. Off the board, goes by the referee. Back the other way come the Tigers. They have numbers. Their man is knocked down in the middle of the ice, takes away the numbers opportunity. No penalty on the play.
Had a good chance right there on the second opportunity, the rebound in front of the net. Just kind of feigned on the shot there, and there's a good opportunity by the Tigers squandered.
That puck will be out of play as it's chopped away by number 5, Landon Lewis. See, like you said there, Dalen, that was a beautiful opportunity on that rebound. Just that number 18, that was Kyle Setnar that got knocked over in the middle of the ice. No call. And
Interesting.
He didn't even have nowhere near the puck. Face off to the right of Christopher. Early on, the Redbirds have had the advantage in the draws. But the Tigers will win this one, a much-needed one. We'll get this puck out after a big hit. 1-on-1. Tigers shoot it on. That'll go out of play. That was Luke Bresnar, number 27. Good a shot attempt there. Just try to get something on as you don't have anybody with you.
Right, and right there, I think lots of players opt for the shot. I think I'd rather hold it, wait for someone to come, see if he can get a pass. But nonetheless, not a bad shot.
Baker will take the draw here for the Tigers. He wins it. Max Zagorski at the blue line. Puts a shot on, but that's blocked. Swatted away. Back the other way come the Redbirds. With speed, but knocked away by JT Baker. Good defensive play. Battle here behind the net. Tigers get it out. They try to come up to the neutral zone with speed. They throw that one on net. Illinois State early on looking very good on the draws, but a lackluster power play has kept this game at a 0-0 tie.
Yeah, and they're pretty sloppy with the puck. I mean, both teams are, but you know they have lots of passes being intercepted by this Missouri defense. So
there's another intercepted pass, but it'll be played by a hand. That's Chris Pige, and it'll be whistled down. We'll have a face-off. Number 24 for the Tigers will take the draw. Here come the Redbirds. They dump that around. Goalie elects not to play it. Down behind the net. They've been working low very much early on in this game. That shot is falling high at the goalie. Good save by Christopher.
Yeah, they've been really working behind the net and in the trapezoid there. So, I mean, if they can stay there the whole game, I mean, they're going to be able to get some goals there.
Let's say that's the dangerous part of the ice is Gretzky's office.
I was going to say Gretzky.
So they
also, you know, Brodeur, if you want to go there.
Yeah, Brodeur created the trapezoid rule. This one will not be played by Christopher, but once again behind the net of the Tigers, they try to work it out. Centered in front, shot on. Christopher with a beautiful save in a spread eagle. He's got it in the glove and will come up to be another face-off here to his left.
Great save right there. Just got to lunge in with all the traffic there and comes out with the puck and, you know, live to see another day.
It's a good play there by Christopher. He's been on top of his game early on with 11:33 to go in the first period. That one won back by the Tigers. Feuerman on the face-off there. This one's chipped out. Illinois State will dump it right back in. They'll hit up against the boards. They try to go for a wraparound attempt. Christopher lunges over and makes the save. Played again once behind the net. Behind the net type of battle here. This Illinois State team. That one was shot on but tipped. He tipped away. Good save there once again by Christopher. Man, this guy's playing outstanding. The defense needs to do something to help out their goalie.
Yeah, and they've been really hemmed in their own zone here, trying to get a clearance. Got to get something for a line change soon.
So yeah, the Tigers really need a line change. You can tell their feet are getting slow. Their legs are getting tired. So that one's chipped and it'll be onside, says the referee. Back the other way, the Tigers go with speed. Number 10, Gavin McGrath. Take the outside, tries to chip it on, but that one will go wide. Back down around the boards. Lewis will go into the corner. He works it high, shot on, and they score! Number 91 for the Tigers.
Was a tip in front, I think. Looked like it touched bodies in front. Little Joe Pavelski-esque, if you ask me, but great goal, and here's some momentum for the Tigers early.
Look to be keeping that puck. They toss it to the bench. Number 91 gets his first goal of the game. It looks to be of the season as well for these Tigers. That'll make it 1-0 with 10:16 left on the clock. They line back up. The Tigers with momentum win the draw. Back the other way. They work it back. Is that one? chopped out of the offensive zone. Illinois State seeming to work it back low once again. Common theme so far of how they're attacked. Man open in the slot, but Christopher there for the save.
Absolutely great save. Horrible giveaway in your own zone, but I mean, it's nice to have a goalie like that that can just give you the free pass. But
yeah, too many men caught below the line there. Left the man open right in front of the net. That one's worked up to the point. Nader with that one. Tips it back up. Let his forward fight for it, but it'll come back to him. Tries to chip it out. But the Tiger keeps it in. It's chipped behind the net. It'll be chipped out. The defenseman, 91, the goal scorer for the Tigers. They'll work that one back up the ice.
Yeah, it looked like he thought that was going to be an icing there, and a little lackadaisical getting to the puck. Oh, we got a penalty.
Penalty on the play. It'll be number 15 for the Tigers.
Looks like a cross-check.
He'll be going to the box for cross-checking, like you said. Another cross-checking penalty in this Mizzou versus Illinois State series, this time in the D3 game. If you missed the D2 game, there was a ridiculous amount of cross-check penalties called.
It was crazy, and it was weird because one period would be, first period was all Mizzou, and second period was all Illinois State. But a parade to the box last game, and looks like it's going to be the mantra for today.
Yeah, that third period was, you had 10 guys in the box, I'd say, combined. And
just
with a guy,
about.
Another man tossed on the Illinois State side for the D2 team. The D3 team works it up here. We're walking along the line. Kale McCarr-esque right there by Zeeland.
Oh, that wasn't very Kale McCarr-esque.
That wasn't very Kale McCarr-esque, you're right. That shot is blocked by number 27, Luke Brosnan. Work behind the net once again. They're seeming to live down there. Garcia has it at the point. They'll try to chip it down low, but that one's picked off. Huerman the other way. He has Brosner to his right. Tries to go a spin, but he loses a tire.
Yeah, no, waited just a little bit too late to get that pass off. Would like to see him pass it just a little bit earlier.
Puck worked around. Tried for him. Oh, my, what a save by Christopher.
Wow. They relied on him a little too much early. I think this defense needs to wake up.
A wraparound attempt. Squeaks out in front after a beautiful save by Christopher. Then it's just left laying there. They come in and chip it. Christopher sits on his butt and saves it.
Absolutely, and wow, phenomenal save.
Like you said, Christopher is making a heck of a game so far. That one's tossed on. Tip for not. It'll go wide of the net. Puck played low once again. They look to work it high. He has a man to his right that's open, but goes down low. Back up the board to Garcia. Garcia lets it pass by him. That'll be out of play, or out to the neutral zone. I hope it's not out of play. That'd be kind of worrisome. That one shot on off the post. And Christopher lays back and holds the puck against his body.
He got lucky on that one. That one clipped just, right on the corner of the post.
What a shot.
What a shot. Yeah, you could hear the clang.
You can hear the clink on that one from a mile away.
Wow. And you got to be looking to the ceiling after that one. You get a wide open net, obviously, and just miss it by a fraction of an inch probably.
Yeah, Parazic was the one with that shot, number 80. As the puck's deep in the Illinois State defensive zone. They work it back with 8 seconds left here on this power play for the Redbirds. Penalty is now killed by the Tigers. Brosner will hop on the ice. That was Wolkoff serving the penalty. Tigers go back the other way. They have numbers. Brosner to the middle. Off the stick and goes behind the net. That puck's chipped along the boards. Brosner down low in front of the net. It's tipped onto the net. Oh, what a reverse hit there by Illinois State.
Brutal hit.
That looked to be Reese Simkowski there with that reverse check.
Yep, that's weight room stuff right there. Just got out muscled.
Yeah, that's just one of those things where, like you said, just you got to hit the weight room there. Be a little stronger on your skates, and that won't happen. Puck was iced. It'll come back here for an offensive zone draw by the Tigers. Illinois State wins the battle. Stretch pass up the ice. Would have had a lane, but it goes past, but right on net. Landon Lewis gets a stick thrown there by looks to be number 33, Sean Devlin. Or Sean DeVault, excuse me. That puck sent the full length to the ice, but no icing. Illinois State. Morrissey coming in off the wing.
Great play there.
So he tried to find the man in the front there, number 71, Lou Perel, but he couldn't hit him. That puck sent towards the slot, batted away by a Mizzou stick. Along the half wall, that'll be attempt to chip it in. 89 in white and black. A little bit of yellow there. They'll play it. The puck slides out. A good deke there by number 19 for the Tigers. I apologize once again. I wish we had names and numbers. They didn't really give us the best rosters here today, but we're doing the best we can. So that one was played back to the neutral zone. The Tigers will reset. Get a little bit of a line change here. We try to make a quick entry. That shot's blocked. Redbirds back up the ice. Taken away. Good neutral zone pickoff there by Caston. Tigers enter, throw a high shot on net. That'll be gloved by the goaltender, DiFilippo.
Pretty impressive catch there.
Let's say a little bit high. He didn't have to catch that one, but might as well get an ice. Let your boys get a line change.
Looks like a first baseman trying to catch a ball a little over his head.
So yeah, a little Wilson Contreras-esque for these two teams.
I don't know. I'd probably say Jake Berger, maybe a little Rowdy Tellez.
Hey, St. Louis boy, it's Jake Berger. As he gets mentioned, that shot's on, and it goes through the crease after the rebound. Puck knocked down. Back and forth battle here in the neutral zone.
Yeah, it's like they're
look to get something going.
Looks like they're playing hot potato. No one really wants the puck, at least cleanly. It's going off the skates, off of stick blades, off of the boards. Calamity out in the ice.
Yeah, that's definitely the biggest difference between the D3 and D2 teams. It's just the crispness of passes, settling the puck. But like I said, these guys are giving it all they got. As Christopher will cover that one for a whistle. Say early on here, what are you thinking, Dalen? What do you see from both of these teams?
Yeah, I think again, just kind of sloppy on both ends, but I mean, both of them working the ice. Again, you kind of already have the Redbirds here, trying to go behind the net, trying to get someone in front. And for Mizzou, it's been fast breaks and 2-on-1s that have really been their bread and butter.
Good play by Bresner there. He'll take it in. Chips it over. That one's high. Has hit the chest of a defender. It'll be turned over once again. Lots of turnovers here early on. See if they can get some neutral ice transition game going. Zagorski dumps it in. That'll be chased by 21 of the Tigers. They get pinched by two defenders. They battle along the boards. They'll go high. Back for the Tigers, Zagorski, a 2-on-1.
Good pass. Oh, my goodness.
Another post there for the Redbirds as Logan for the Redbirds hits the post on the breakaway.
I mean, that's probably about 3 goals that they should have in the first period that have all either gone off the post or they fanned on. So,
say 2 posts and a whiff are the difference in this game.
Absolutely. Missouri getting a little lucky, but also Christopher just, brick wall and net right now.
You can't be mad. He stopped everything he's had to. I say, like you said, the post is the goalie's best friend at times. He'll be thinking it later. That faceoff is won by the Redbirds. They send that one back behind their net as they get a reset here. Flipped it up. That'll go off the ceiling for a whistle.
Yeah,
Offensive zone draw for the Tigers.
You got to think that during the intermission, he's got to go up to his defenseman and say, hey, can I get a little help,
Yeah, that's Christopher's. He's done as much work as the two goalies in the first game have. It just in a matter of 17 minutes here, as time ticks down, 3:10 left on the clock. They settle it behind the net. Try to get something set up here for Illinois State. Passes are getting fumbled around in the neutral zone. A little bit of a breakout, a 3-on-3.
What a move.
That was a nice play there. You're right. He deked around the defender, got the puck behind the net once again. Puck shot out in front. 20 puts a nice shot on there, but off the side of the net. They have a man high. Simkowski's to his right. Likes to chip it low. Linderley putting the pressure on the Tigers. Good play there by number 10, McGrath. He'll carry the puck up the ice. Through the neutral zone, all the way end to end. Tries to take him down, but couldn't. They stay strong on his skates there and keep the puck deep in the zone. A little bit of a reset here by the Redbirds. 43 breaks out. Duvall stops, makes a play, sends it down low as they get a line change here for the Redbirds. Garcia comes in deep on the corner. They win the battle. Strom puts one on net, but it's wide. Duvall once again in the corner. Sends it down low for Strom. Couldn't get it. Tigers dig it out. Back the other way. Hits off a skate. That'll be dumped. That was a good hit there by Strom.
Wow. Buckle up your chin strap.
So, yeah, that one took him for a ride there. Hasn't been too much physicality early on in this game. A little bit, but not as much as the last.
No, not at all.
Centered. Back the other way. Strom has a chance. Cuts to the middle. Shot on. Christopher with a save. Bats it away because his defender didn't. Hard into the board. Razin. Big check with a minute left here for the first period. That will be chopped full length of the ice. No icing to win off a defender. Shoved down behind the net. They try to clear it. Mizzou will get it at the blue line. They work it low. Centered. Pass couldn't connect. 15 in white. Kolpoff was there, but it could not put something on net. Zagorski works the puck up. 91 will chase for the Tigers. 25 on the clock. Wolkoff working low. The forecheck is heavy right now for the Tigers, not letting Illinois State get out. They have a man break. Logan tries to make a play there, but gets stopped by Caston. They have one last chance here as they put a shot on. It'll be tipped wide. Hit hard into the board. Kopov. The time will run down here.
Oh, here comes the physicality.
As there's a skirmish going on here in the right corner. They talk it over. Everybody's going to head to their bench, head to the locker rooms here. In a 1-0 game here for the Tigers. Beat Illinois State so far. Dalen, what have you seen?
Yeah, and it's been kind of what we expected. A little loose in the neutral zone. Lots of passes going back and forth and being intercepted back and forth. So, it's a good start for the Missouri Tigers here and getting a little lucky. 3 breaks, 2 posts and a whiff. So that's really the difference so far.
We're going to go into the intermission. Tigers up 1-0 for Dalen Crumley, Ray Dickerson III. You are listening to Missouri Tigers Hockey. We are back here in Jefferson City. I'm Ray Dickerson here with Dalen Conklin. And Dalen, after a period of play, we're sitting at a 1-0 game for the Tigers.
Yeah, and it's been, again, just kind of a game of luck so far for Missouri. A few doinks, a little bit of a miss, so great goaltending as well from Christopher. Interesting to see how that's going to continue on.
Christopher has played an outstanding game. Even been a good game on the other side for Matt DiFilippo, the goalie of Illinois State, as the Tigers start hot here, getting the puck in the offensive zone. That is number 9 with the puck. That'll be chipped back in. With 28, Cam Axe, the defender, work back. So they got this puck deep in the zone. Hard forecheck by the Tigers, causing a little bit of panic here among Illinois State.
Yep, a good battle up the boards, and Missouri has possession.
See, that's where this game's going to be won, along those board battles. This puck's played back into the neutral zone. It'll stop. It hits a snowplow there and just completely deadened. That was an odd puck there once again.
I've never seen anything like that.
Happened a little bit earlier in that D2 game that me and Ian Paprocki were talking about. And it was just some odd puck bounces especially after as that one's whistled down, especially after the Zamboni comes through. It seems like the ice is wet. I can't really tell what's going on here.
Yeah, no, I think maybe the ice quality isn't the best. Off topic, when I was a kid, my dream job was a Zamboni driver.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's an interesting job, Tyler. Well, now you're here, so I don't think you're doing that anymore. But
never say never. There's always a chance.
That puck's worked behind the missed the target there. He got planted into the boards. He'll go to the box on that one. That is number 43 for the Illinois State Redbirds, Sean Duvall.
Great opportunity here for Missouri on the power play. Go up 2-0 early in the second period, and they can get a pretty firm grasp on this game here.
Sam Mizzou going to their first power play here in this. There goes second power play, I believe.
Second,
in this game, as it'll be a Gumby's Pizza power play. Looks like they're going to talk it over here on the bench for a quick second. They're going to put a second man in the box.
Wow.
That'll be Simkowski. What's he going to the box for?
It's still only 5-on-4.
Not much word there. We'll have to get that figured out soon. I'm sure our friend Robert, the PA announcer, will tell us here in a minute. But anyways, the puck is dropped here in the offensive zone. Zagorski works it back. Looking for something to start here on the power play. He's going to work it up to Charlie Walker. Rylan Quick tried to chip it in as Walker really couldn't get to it. The goal scorer, Rylan Quick, number 91. We apologize for that earlier. We got our roster straight. Head coach came over to us.
Absolutely.
What a great gesture by that man. I appreciate him for doing that. So that one's sent to the other end, and another turnover. I'm glad I'm not the scorekeeper here. The turnovers would be miraculously high.
It's a good move right there.
Quick works in, looks for a man. That one's blocked by the defender, number 91. It'll be shipped down the other way. Zagorski will have to retrieve it.
And yeah, earlier they said it was a misconduct, a 10-minute misconduct. So he should be out of the game. I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah, 10-minute misconduct, but he's in the bench still. So
I'm guessing they're waiting till the next whistle.
Zagorski with a good pass there to Quick on the one-timer. But even better save there by DiFilippo as that one's deflected out of play.
I don't know. I don't really know what that penalty box situation is. Shouldn't he be out?
I don't know, but there was a good opportunity there by the Tigers. They have 55 seconds here left in the power play, 17:38 left in the game, or left in the second. As the face-off in the offensive zone to the right of DiFilippo will be won by the Tigers. They'll work it back here. Less than a minute on the power play. McGrath works it low. A similar style of play from both of these teams, working the puck low, trying to get it high and get a shot on. McGrath will have it in the corner. He works it high. Setnar sends it in. It'll go past McGrath up to 28. They'll work it back here. Back down. McGrath has the puck once again. Shots fired. That one's chipped wide of the tender. And swing it around. McGrath tries to stop it on the half wall, but can't. That'll get out of the offensive zone. Tigers tag up. They go back in. But it's turned over and chipped down the length of the ice by Bush.
Yeah, and nothing really going there for the power play on the Tigers. So, again, just trying to get something there and nothing really going.
A good rush here by Setnar as he breaks the line. Tries to make a move through a couple men, but can't keep a hold of the puck. Back the other way. Cut off on the half wall. Hit there by McGrath. Tries to put a man in the bench. Another turnover here by the Tigers. That one's shot on and it'll go wide. Wrap around the boards and back the other way. A little bit of a break here for the Tigers. Put on net.
Oh.
Go wide. Through the crease.
Wow.
As a Tiger player got upended into the boards. That was Setnar. Or no, that was Charlie Walker. Excuse me, as the opportunity the other way. Christopher with another save.
Absolute chaos at both ends of the ice. Again, he had the puck go right through the crease. Goaltender was on his back. And then over here, goaltender gets pushed into the post and the net comes off the pegs here in the ice.
A breakaway opportunity there for the Redbirds. That one turned around on Mizzou quick. Good save there. Another really good save by Christopher. Michael Christopher, have yourself a game, young man. So we have 15:56 left in the clock. 1-0 Tigers. As Christopher gets the gloves and helmet back on after a minor reset there. Puck drop. Won by the Tigers, but hounded by some Redbirds. They work the puck low once again. The guy drops to the ice. He's covering the puck on the half wall. No call of delay of game or a hand call. As that one shot on, it goes right through Christopher. Number 17, Enderley for the Redbirds. Makes it a 1-1 game.
And it looked like it just went 5-hole. And it's a tough one to give up after such a good game so far by Christopher. There's the equalizer for Illinois here, so maybe some momentum here.
Yeah, Enderley just kind of came out of the corner there with the puck and just shot one on. Hoped it went in, and it did. That'll make it a 1-1 game. Christopher lets in his first of the night.
And yeah, it wasn't too hard of a shot either. It was kind of
fan bone it almost.
Yeah, it was kind of a bit of a muff.
So yeah, not even the best shot put on tonight, but slips through Christopher. So that one's worked around. The Tiger will chase it. Landon Lewis. Let's say, yeah, Dalen last week. Christopher had a rough time in net. He looks to be seen more calm today, more collected, made some really nice saves, got some help from a post, a help from a whiff, but he's looked really well today.
Yeah, and I think that goal is just, hockey karma, right? And so many things go well for you, you're bound to have one of those go in, so can't be too mad, especially with the stops he made so far, and got to keep playing.
A little twist up there by 24 along the bench, and an attempt there to pass through this neutral zone will get tipped on towards net. Offensive zone draw will come as both lines will make a change. So yeah, Dalen, you were on KCOU last night doing a little soccer talk.
Yep.
I would say doing a little soccer game. Unfortunately the ladies lost.
Yeah, and that was the expectation probably. It's still a good game.
There's a good opportunity the other way for the Hockey Tigers. That one's shot on. Will be retrieved there. The 21 as he puts it through the neutral. Oh, right through the slot. And Zagorski fans on it. Axe is back. Makes a good play on Strom, but he gets it. Or excuse me, that was not Strom. It was a good chip there nonetheless by Morrissey. That puck covered up there by Christopher. Do we have a clock issue? Has it said 14-14 this whole time? I could be wrong.
I haven't looked up at the clock in a while.
I thought I looked at it last time and it said 14-14. I don't know. It's getting late here in the night. It's 10:29 on the dot for us now. We don't know what time it'll be for you. So we are in a tad bit of a delay. But yeah, we're living the dream out here in the Jefferson City, Washington Park Ice Arena.
Yep.
That one, a high pass, hits off the board, will be retrieved by 61 of the Redbirds. Chipped down. Walker will cover it again.
Reminds me a little bit of the Pac-12 after dark, just a little bit of nonsensical hockey, but it's always fun.
Late night puck. What can I say? I'm having. Hey, this has been a fun game. It's been a fun night. I'll be back tomorrow as well. So you got more of me. Because that one shot on, it'll be wide. Puck played high. Tigers have numbers, 3-on-1, but he trips and stumbles over himself. He works it back to the defender. Torpiano works it behind. As Hewerman works it back to Torpiano. Shovel pass on net. That will be gobbled up there by DiFilippo.
Yeah, that's a pretty good play there. I mean, it's like a little ballerina in the slot there.
So yeah, that was a solid play there. Just try to get something on net. That's to me, that's the goal here. If you're the Tigers, you never know what could slip in. Try to get shots on net. Hewerman will take the draw. He wins it from Strom, works it back to the defender Sansoni. That'll be chipped up the board. Graff gets it, works back the other way. Strong on those edges. That's offside. As Nicholson. He had the skate on the line at first, but then pulled up so he didn't get kneed. And it'll be offside. But looks like we're going to have a power play here. Or no, excuse me. That man's still in the box for that 10 minutes. That's odd.
I guess they didn't throw him out of the game. He's just serving the 10 minutes in the box. It's a lonely 10 minutes.
That is a lonely 10 minutes. It's just a weird look over there. I don't know what's going on. As Tigers will chase after this puck in the offensive zone. Walker works it up to Quick. Puck's chopped back. This Bush will have it for the Redbirds. Plays it back to his defender, Nadar. Works it to the middle to Strom. 1-on-1. He beats his man, tries to put a puck on. Will be knocked away by Walker. Or Christopher, excuse me. Tried doing a little stretch pass there from the defense. Can't work, can't get it to Quick. He's been their go-to scorer. Try to get him the puck. He drives a lot of the plays. That one's put down low. Michael Christopher will cover that one up. 12-17 left on the clock. What you see there, Dalen?
It's a shove by Nader right there on 15. A little late there, don't you think? But
yeah, 15.
Whoa. Little aggression there. 5-15.
Little upset, Wilkoff. Hey, do you blame him?
It's Brendan Foshee.
Oh, is that Foshee? Okay, that's the change that we had. Okay. So, yeah, Braden Foshee. That's my apologies. It's calling him Wilkoff the whole game. Yeah, 15 is Foshee. That is my apologies. This puck's worked back the other way. PJ tries to retrieve it, but Redbirds have some momentum. Taken away by the Tigers. Trying to work that one behind the boards, but aren't quick enough. Offensive opportunity there for the Redbirds. All for naught. That one's chipped up the length of the ice. Garcia will go back to retrieve it. Another icing.
That's all it is all game, isn't it? Just icing, and then maybe there's a turnover in the neutral zone,
Best part of the cake, worst part of the game. Santangelo will take the draw for the Redbirds. And that looks to be Bishop for the Tigers. Santangelo wins it for the Redbirds. They tag up after the puck went to the neutral zone. Once again, shot the length of the ice. They need to get some passes going here and try to connect to each other. Work it up at least to the red line and then dump. Try to get this line change.
Yeah, I don't know what the dump from your own zone is about, but
You know, I was playing in a roller hockey game, and I kept doing that. Not purposefully. I was just missing passes. And my captain came up and said, very aggressively, he told me in a firm choice of words, quit doing that. So, you know, so that one's centered on there after the Redbirds win this faceoff. Back around the net. Up against the boards. They come out with it. They play it high. Garcia will shoot it on. That one went up and came down. Gets blocked by his own man.
yeah,
And reached for his ribs there. That's Santangelo. Really tries to enter the zone, but is blocked by a Mizzou player. It'll be worked back the other way. Zahelan with a nice pass there. They chip it up. Once again, this neutral zone battle. So that one's played by a hand.
just held it in his glove just a little bit too long.
This puck will be a neutral zone draw. Closer to the offensive zone of the Redbirds. Lou Perel will be taking the draw here. Versus number 18, Kyle Setnar for the Tigers. He wins it. Back behind the net the other way. Tigers have some speed, have some momentum. Setnar enters. Gets it to 21. It was JT Baker with the shot. He fanned on it a little bit and it went wide. He's working for the puck behind the net. Gets it in front. A shot on,
great
what a
turnaround
save.
shot right there.
Another shot by Axe. That one blocked. He keeps the puck in, keeps the puck alive. Setnar tries to center, can't do it. The puck is taken away. 2-on-1 the other way. Morrissey has the puck. That one's blocked. What a block. Some good play picking up here as a dive to try to keep the play alive. But the Tigers, they have speed. A line change causes a turnover. And this game will slow back down as Illinois State will take the puck once again. Instead, it's worked back down towards the other way. Chip now Illinois State has numbers, got caught on a line change. Good play there by Zagorski, causes an offside.
A little bit of fast-paced hockey here, a little bit of action, and it's getting interesting.
Let's say, yeah, that's something you like to see. A little Christmas to these teams. Finally getting some edges, getting some clean passes there.
I was going to say that was probably the cleanest chance of any team all day.
That face-off won by the Tigers. Swing it up towards his man. He misses. Back the other way. They love these chip passes, these high floater chip passes. I don't know if this is a normal strategy or just something these teams have found themselves to do. That one's dumped in. Tripiano will go to play that one. Gets it centered. That puck will fly up and out of play on the shot by Heuerman. Heuerman, Tripiano, and Nicholson out there for the Tigers currently on the forwards. Sansoni and McGrath on the defense. 19 in red will win the draw. He loses the puck in a neutral zone. Sansoni makes a good play there. Try to get it up the ice for his forward. He can't get it. Back the other way. Bush tries to center one. That one's chipped away by a Mizzou defender. That is McGrath. Up to the blue line. Walks in. Takes a shot. Blocked. What a block there by the Tigers. Looked to be Sansoni. Works it along the half wall. That one gets through. But Christopher covers it up again. Once again, that spread eagle. Looks like to be a go-to move of Michael Christopher, number 32, in the black and gold. Dalen, what have you seen so far, man? This game's picking up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit faster paced. Some of the passes are going through. I think that's the biggest thing here. The key is some passing lanes have opened up and seen a little bit more of some drives up the ice.
That first line is out there now for the Tigers of Fauci, Walker, and Quick. As they try to get something going here for these Tigers in this 1-1 hockey game with 8:30 left on the clock. They work it around. Quick with a nice play to Walker there through the middle. But back the other way as he loses it. Defense pinched it a little bit, but they come and get it. Give it over to Strom, and he scores.
Wow, what a snipe right there.
Matthew Strom, number 54, for the Illinois State Redbirds, makes this a 2-1 hockey game.
Yep, 2 goals for Illinois State here, and, you know, probably not the period that Mizzou wanted, but, you know, just got to overcome, adapt, and that's kind of what the Redbirds have done this period. Gotten some pressure, gotten some pucks on net, and that's what happens. You get 2 goals.
Strom and Enderle for the Redbirds. And the lone goal by Quick for the Tigers makes this a 2-1 game. This one's turned over in the neutral zone. Morrissey tried to have a play there, but he gets shoved down by Zagorski.
What a check.
Zagorski will work that one up the wall. Tigers try to get something going here. Now they're down a goal. 7:48 left, and Michael Christopher, their goalie, has played an outstanding game. Nothing much he can do about that shot. Dalen, what'd you see on that shot as that one's chipped out of play?
Yeah, no, that shot was, I mean, an absolute snipe after a turnover in their own zone by Missouri, and great pass back.
Looks like there's going to be a penalty here. That'll be Zagorski. Interesting. Delay of game. Are you kidding me?
Guess he shot it in the...
Delay of game here in D3, but not D2? How does that make any sense?
Couldn't tell you, but...
That's... I don't know. I don't know. This will be a Harpo's penalty kill now for the Tigers. Oh, no, roughing.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
It looked like the delay of game call from the referee, but we get roughing from our PA announcer, Robert. And that's, I don't really know where he called the roughing as the Tigers clear that one. Did you see anything there?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a hit on the boards on our side.
You know, I'm not big on the roughing call because I feel like you call that something else. There's so many calls that are very similar in hockey, and it's just like...
Oh, wow.
As 27, Bresner gets ran over there.
Yeah, he limps back to the bench, holding his right knee.
Hewerman's going to try to make a play on the penalty kill now. So that one's turned over. Tripiano and Hewerman out here on the penalty kill. Hewerman will actually take a step off the ice. Nicholson will come on. Axe and McGrath on the defense. Axe tries to make a play in the neutral zone, but will be chipped in by the Redbirds. He goes behind. Board battle behind the net. Axe trying to dig it out. Covered by 2 Redbirds. Nicholson nearby, trying to get into his man, but they walk it out in the center ice. A backhanded shot attempt is all for naught as it's chopped away by Nicholson and out to the neutral zone. Redbirds are going to get a line change here with 6 minutes to go. 23 seconds left in the power play for the Redbirds. Enderle with the puck in his own end. Looking to set up something with not much time on their power play. Some fans screaming over there. You hear that? Bailey, that was a beautiful scream. Beautiful. Strom with the puck. He'll work it back as the power play is now done. And Zagorski will come out of the box as he served his time.
Man, with the voice like that, where's the chirps?
Work deep into the zone. This one pinched along the boards once again. 2 Tigers, 2 Redbirds. Everybody else looking and saying, come on, let's get the puck out. Let's keep the game moving here. This stays in much too longer. It might get a whistle. That one's dug out by Strom, the goal scorer. There will be a penalty on the play. We're going to go roughing here on 53, Morrissey. Justin Morrissey will be headed to the box.
Yeah, this is exactly how that D2 game was. Oh, wow, he is very mad.
Are they going to assess a double minor now? I think they might have just assessed a double minor. We'll see. That was he went over to the box and slammed the stick into the boards.
Yep.
They're only going to give him one here. Called him for cross-checking.
He's still talking to that ref. Oh,
there's a yell there. Oh,
I don't know if I don't think I can repeat that.
No, I don't think we should. As Zagorski has the puck here for this Missouri Tigers power play presented by Harpo, or Gumby's rather. So that one's chipped out.
Looks like another one of those misconduct things. They're just keeping 2 guys in the box. So
yeah, Simkowski is now sitting in the box alongside.
That's interesting. Only 5 minutes left. I don't know why you just sent him to the locker room early.
Behind the net now for the Tigers. They work it out in front. Good shot on. But an even better save by DiFilippo. They send it now the full length of ice. 1:23 left on this power play. Zagorski circles the net. Gets it up to Walker. He chips it to the middle to Quick. Quick chops it back. He gives that puck to his man in the corner now. Fauci in on the, or no, Walker in on the play. Looking for a man. Fauci behind the net. Sends it behind there, but goes wraps around. Zagorski makes a good play at the blue line. Keeps the puck in. Looks for a shot. Right out in front. Walker has an opportunity.
Wow.
They can't get it on. What a save there by DiFilippo. Another puck in front. That'll be chipped out by Tim Logan, the penalty killer of the Redbirds. Back the other way, McGrath enters. He'll keep it deep. JT Baker in on the play. Nicholson there with a hard hit. McGrath, open ice. Takes a shot, but kind of fans on it. That'll go wide. Back up to Baker.
Looked like that one got tipped or blocked a little bit.
So yeah, it went wide on him. There's 10 seconds left in this power play. Axe is in front. That one chipped out of play. As it looked, now that one might have been a delay of game. Defenders looked a little tired. Defenders looked. I don't know if I like this rule not being there or not. I really don't. I don't know how I feel.
Is there no delay of game penalty?
No delay of game penalty in D3, I guess. We were wrong on that earlier.
Interesting.
This is just the oddest thing to me. I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, you hate to see the penalty when it's on your team.
Yeah, that is true. Santangelo will take the draw against JT Baker. Baker won it back, but it'll go to the neutral zone. Baker enters the zone. Tries to put something on. It'll be an easy pad save for DiFilippo. The man is now out of the box, 5-on-5 with 2:51 left. 2-1 Redbirds. That shot's on. Christopher makes a good save there. A little back and forth hockey now. Some ping pong style of play. So good protect the. Gavin McGrath. That was a nice little play there. A drive to the middle of the ice there by number 13 of the Redbirds. He gets caught up there. Galen, what'd you see?
I mean, that's a textbook hook right there. I mean, went flying. Did a little twirl.
Not much you can really do there.
No.
So yeah, now the Tigers will go on the Harpo's penalty kill as Heuerman wins the draw. But the Redbirds get it back. Taking their time, slowing the play down, trying to get something set up here on this power play. They work it behind. Neither team has scored on the power play so far. An interesting thing to note. Special teams have not really been there offensively. So that shot is high. Good block there. As Enderle, one of the goal scorers for the Redbirds, put that one. Good stop by the Tigers. Through the neutral zone, through the center of the ice. Garcia has it up back at the blue line. Works it to his wing. Man, lost his stick there. It looks to be a Tiger. Or no, it was a Redbird out in front of the net because they were getting tied up.
It's like the 8th time that's happened this game.
So they work it to the middle. A good shot on there by Enderle. And a good save by Christopher. Working behind the net. His 13 will retrieve it in the corner. He gets pinned up against the corner by Caston. Caston trying to dig it out. Enderle, Heuerman in there with him as well. Garcia chips it back down low, and Illinois State keeps control. Garcia bats that one down with a hand. It'll be this deep. Back the other way. Tigers have a number. Hewerman with a chance. Fans couldn't get the shot off. It's a hard chop to the defender there. Santangelo, Hewerman, a little bit of a whack after that.
Yeah.
Maybe sending a message saying, good play, but I didn't really like it.
Surprised, I mean, at this point that there wasn't a call on that, but I mean,
Maybe
wow.
drive to the net. Good save there by Christopher on the tight corner. The tight angle there by Enderle. That one thrown towards the net with 8 seconds left in the power play. Centered. Blocked by Sansoni. Another centered puck. Strom is out. One of the goal scorers for the Illinois State. Good play there by Sansoni to shove that man off the puck. But they get it back. Good save there by Christopher, and that'll cause a face-off here with 17.5 seconds left in the second period.
Yeah, and then that previous play by the Tigers, I mean, just a lob over the defense looked like a football play, really, and just couldn't cash in. And then again on the defensive side from Missouri, chance given up to the Redbirds, but good save by Christopher.
Bishop takes the draw, gets a little bit of help from his winger, 24. They try to get the puck out, and now they have an opportunity. 24 for the Tigers. The two defenders shove him off the puck, and DiFilippo will cover the loose puck with 1.1 seconds left in this game. We're in the second period. So we wind down here in the second. It was a 1-1 game coming into the second. And there's been one lone goal. It's by Matthew. They drop the puck, and the timer will go. Into the second period. 2-1 game. Tigers down once again going into the third. Last week, they went down. There was 5-1. Arkansas.
Right.
This week it's only 2-1. What do you think they should do here if they want to come out of this game with a win?
You know, I think they're just gonna continue playing their style of hockey. I think they've been kind of held to, you know, like what I said earlier, the lobs over the defense and trying to play, you know, those long passes, long stretch passes, and you know that's not going to work, you know, over the stretch of the game. So again, just got to play your style of hockey and just got to get something there on defense too, leaving Christopher out to dry.
Yeah, Christopher has played a wild game so far. Big saves, a couple goals, a couple hits, nice amount of penalties. But you are listening to Mizzou Hockey for Dalen Conklin. I'm Ray Dickerson. We'll be back for the third period coming up soon. We are back. We are back. We are back. As the puck drop for the third period begins.
Wow.
My name is Ray Dickerson. I'm here with Dalen Conklin, and it is Mizzou hockey. They're down 2-1 here to these Redbirds going into this third period. As clock strikes a little past 11, the referee takes a puck hard into the board right there. We're going to call a penalty, call interference here on Zagorski.
Ref kind of took that puck like a champ. I'm not gonna lie, hit him right in the chin.
He really did. I would say that's the first thing I noticed. I kind of didn't really notice the penalty there, but man, the ref just got rocked by the puck and just said, "I'm all right." But we're gonna be going to the Harpo's penalty kill here. These Missouri Tigers.
Have you ever been to Harpo's?
I have not.
Me neither.
Yeah, I would say I'm not a big drinker, so no, I don't have the need to party. That's why I'm here, Dalen. Come on now. No, I love doing this. My apologies. Garcia will chip that down. Number 20 has the puck along the board. That's Santangelo. Enderle has the puck. He circles, tries to find a man across the ice. Can't really get it to him. It'll be chipped in front. Christopher will cover that puck. What have you seen tonight from Michael Christopher?
I mean, kind of stole the show so far. I mean, kind of give up, a muffin for that first goal, but that second goal was an absolute rocket. I mean,
yeah, the first goal was a 5-hole goal by Enderle, and the second goal, Strom just ripped one by him. Nothing you could do there, as that puck was sent on. The Redbirds, this power play is starting to get going here.
Yeah, they're playing from the point like they're trying to do, and it's been very successful.
They work the puck behind the net. Enderle with the puck. Looks to go high. That puck's taken away by Hierman. You can't get it into that neutral zone. Once again, they turn it over. Good play there by Bresner. Gets that one down the length of the ice. 58 seconds left on the penalty kill. Nicholson out there for the Tigers, along with Trupiano. On the defense, they got Landon Lewis and Alex Caston back on this penalty kill. As time clicks down for this penalty. They try to make a nice play in the middle of the ice there. Once again, that puck being slowed up on right after this. The Zamboni comes through. Tigers go into the offensive zone, but work it back to Nicholson. They're going to take their time here on this penalty kill. Try to get their man back. Zagorski waiting in the wings in the box. Strom through the middle of the ice. Goes around. That almost looked like a hold there by Lewis. They didn't call it. He got away with one. Puck worked high. 61 fires on. That'll be gloved easily by Christopher. Did you see what I seen there? That little grab.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, this is a little bit of a grab. I think 50-50 call probably.
I guess they let it go. Wasn't too severe. It was just a quick little snag and let up.
Football, that probably would have been a PI, Probably would have called that.
Yeah, they'd call that in some football, but this is hockey, baby. As 18 for the Tigers makes a move. It's a good attempt there by Setnar. So they get the puck low. Setnar once again pounding on the puck. They work it up. Back the other way. Another turnover. And right around the blue line. For each team, they just turn the puck over consistently. Good play there. Shot on. That one's saved. Blocked it away by DiFilippo. Sansoni chips it in deep after the puck comes out. McGrath there with a nice play to chip it back to himself off the board. Tries to go to a pass to his defense partner, but gets picked off. He takes the puck back anyways. Tries to drive. That'll be shot on, but out of play by Bresner.
Yeah, and some pressure here from Mizzou, and I think this is a good sign of life so far in the third period. After not too much going on for him in the second.
Let's see, the early penalty causing a little bit of a little problem there early on. But now they're getting the pressure built back up here. Is that first line's going to be out there for these Tigers? Quick, Fauci and Walker. Quick makes a chip there. Good defensive play. But Straub keeps the puck. He works around the defender. He has a man in front. Instead, he gets some help from his winger. You drive for the puck. You wrap it around. Bush with a good play along the wall. Get it to the center. They put it in the middle of the ice. Good save there by Christopher. The Tigers through the neutral zone. Good shot by Fauci, but high. Oh, and rode along the top of the board there, along the glass. This is an interesting little play. Quick tried to pass to his man Walker on the wing.
Oh, could have been a bad turnover right there.
So yeah, good thing Zagorski was back for him. Walker taking his time, works it back to Zagorski, trying to slow things down. As a man falls down on the board. That looked to be Cam Axe there along the board. That almost turned into a bad play quick, dude.
Yeah, it could have been a pretty costly penalty from Missouri here, and just glad they got that puck up.
Bierman the other way. Gets the puck taken away from him, but the Tigers keep it alive. Put it on the half wall, try to get it deep to Nicholson. Good drive through the center of the ice there. Shot on by Tripiano, but padded away to the corner. 14:54 here left on the clock as that one hits the ceiling on a flip play once again. These teams love this play.
I don't know what's up with the flip.
They're having a rough time making some clean passes. I know we did just play a D2 game on this ice. That probably doesn't clean as you would like it, and there's going to be those chips, and I know the game's not going to be as clean, but they're loving these long ice passes. 13 gets the puck wide. They put a shot on that'll ring off the post from a tough angle there. Not much you could really do. Nicholson back the other way for the Tigers. Puts one, it would have been wide of the net, but he waffle boards that one away. Bierman to the center of the ice. Oh, another good chance there for the Tigers, but Setnar couldn't settle it. Nicholson hounding the defender. They work it back. The Tigers will get back the puck. Lewis looking to make a play. Line change happening for the Tigers. A little bit of miscommunication there. He takes the body on the man, and Christopher will cover the puck. Back and forth battle here so far in this first period through almost 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Daly, I'm going to say there's not much to break down for you, unfortunately, as there's just been a lot of giveaways and takeaways.
Yeah, it's been fairly even so far, and hopefully someone can build some momentum.
Luperell and Setnar for the face-off. They get it. And by they, too many pronouns, pal. The Tigers come the other way, actually. 21 and Baker gets the opportunity taken away from him. Sansoni with a pass to the board. Try to put one on. Shot on there by Bresner. Right-handed forward, rips it around. McGrath gets passed up. He's lucky he had Bresner there to clean up his defensive mistake. The right-handed defender will take it back. He's going to try to circle around his own zone. Number 19, Charlie Walker onto the ice for the Tigers. That first line looks to be coming back out there for them. So that puck is out of play, and we'll get a line change here for both teams. This has been kind of a weird, sloppy start to this period. Not much going for either team.
I mean, you could say that about the whole game, really, if you want to get specific about it. But, yeah, I know not much going on for either team, and we'll see what happens off this draw.
That puck shot off the draw. Fauci will try to get it. Good hit there by Walker, the centerman. An even better play by Zagorski with the defensive stick. Tries to get it to Walker through the middle of the ice, but Walker missed the pass. Back the other way. Coggin to Strom. Trump puts one on, but a good save there once again by Christopher. Back up the half wall. Chip down. Swatted away by the defenders, and that flip pass once again. Couldn't get to Fauci, unfortunately. Back the other way. Goggin gets hit to the boards. Number 80. I think that is Tesson, I believe. Number 80 for the Redbirds out there. So he's been all over the place tonight. That top line. I think the Redbirds have had a little struggles with the numbers, just changing up the jerseys last second, unfortunately. But we're trying our best here. As Zagorski will get this puck starting in his own end. He has 3 men up, tries to make a stretch pass. He does. Gets it to Quick. Quick at the red line, dumps it in. Around the net, he'll take a line change, along with the defenseman Axe. Zagorski tried to make a pinch.
Wow.
Thrown by number 80. It's a good block by the defender on that shot. Zagorski's hurting. That shot hit him in the stomach. Number 9, Trupiano, was the one that got ran over. As Zagorski pushes a man down into his own goalie. We're going to call a whistle here. As we're having a little bit of trouble. 2 people, Michael Christopher, can't stand up, and then looks to be Inderley, the goal scorer for the Redbirds. Look like they're in a wrestling match. Somebody got a figure 4 leg lock down there.
That's one way to put it.
I don't think a penalty will be assessed here. It'll just be a quick whistle and a reset, as the net also was knocked off, so that doesn't help in this case. There's the referee and Ben Hewerman, helping him out there get that net back on. Tigers win the defensive zone draw. Bishop tries to work it out, doesn't really get all of it. That one squeaks through Christopher. That'll make it a 3-1 game. The Redbirds pile on their goal scorer. That is number 95, Reese Simkowski, as he just shot one from the blue line and it squeaked through.
Yeah, this is eerily similar to the D2 game. Same score. It was 3-1, and then Tigers got one late. But, yeah, wasn't the hardest shot, but just, again, squeaks through the 5-hole of
11:09 on the board. It's a 3-1 game. Yeah, Christopher, he's played a good game. That one just squeaked through. That one found a hole and went into the net. Walker now here on the attack. He works it high. That was shot on net, but nobody in front to tip. An easy swat away from the goalie DeFilippo. Fauci with the puck. Tries to work it up. He's got Caston with him. Caston works it low. The defender will try to get back, but he had Ryland Quick there to help him out as he sends that one low. Charlie Walker's going to get a line change. That rest of that line will stay out. Oh, a good shot there by Quick, just wide. So that one will go out of play. It's a good view from here, Dalen. That one 3 inches to the left. That one rings off the post and possibly in.
Absolutely, and it seems the vibe here is everyone's getting a little bit sluggish, a little exhausted, so interesting to see when that will take effect there.
Another thing I've noticed, these teams, once again, Illinois State, their full bench standing, Missouri's full bench sitting. Kind of an odd thing to notice, but just kind of like a point in this game, and that's how this game's been. This Illinois State team has had a lot of high energy. They've been attacking the play, putting pucks on net. So they try to do so there again. They try to just work that puck around, get it low, and get it high. The Tigers make a good entry there. Oh, it's a good shot there once again. They tried to center it and looked like Sansoni couldn't really get all of it. Baker working in the boards. He has Setnar to help him. He'll chip that one down low to Baker. He misses it. Bresner has to work for it behind the net. Another puck bounces out. Setnar tries to chop it back low, but gets blocked by a defender. Back up high, pretty much a pass to McGrath by the other team. Sansoni will settle it. The defender throws a shot on. That one's chipped away. Back up high. Kind of an odd chip out there by the goalie. This one will be sent the length of the ice, but right on net. And Christopher will have to play it. McGrath comes around the net with speed. Tries to make a pass, kind of whiffs on it, gets taken away. Tim Logan with a good defensive play. Is Tess on there trying to make a nice offensive play, but they can't. It's all for naught. They can't get anything going. Nicholson the other way. Fires one on. Right at the goaltender, right in the breadbasket.
Yeah, and it kind of seems like defeat maybe sinking in a little bit for Missouri. Just not much effort. Again, like you kind of pointed out earlier, Missouri bench all sitting down and the Redbirds bench is all sitting up. So it's got to be symbolic in some way, right?
8:42 left on the clock. 3-1 game. Tigers are down. They need 2 goals to tie, 3 to take a lead. You know, last week when they were playing Arkansas, it was 7-1 at one point. They made it a 7-4 game. Because there will be a whistle on the play. It looks to be offside. And you never say never. You know what I mean?
Never say never.
They scored 3 goals. And looks like this will be an offensive zone draw for the Redbirds. That pass came pretty far away. That's what they're calling here. But they scored 3 goals in less than 5 minutes last week. And it can happen again.
Oh, no doubt.
That puck's chipped up and around. 91 is back for it in red. Looking for an outlet pass. He finds Strom. That man's been all over the ice, and he's the difference maker in the game so far. Zagorski takes it away from him. Can't find a man. It's almost like they're just passing before they look.
Yeah, and it's definitely not working in their favor, and it won't ever work in their favor when you pass by folded. But, you know, it's, again, yeah, just Redbirds out here playing with lots of passion and lots of energy and getting some passes together. But Missouri kind of just skating with the puck and throwing pucks and passes over to people that aren't open or to nobody, really.
Huerman wins that faceoff. Mizzou tries to chip it out. They don't. They turn it over once again. Simkowski, one of the goal scorers for the Redbirds, plays it up. And another turnover. Walker chips it in deep. Quick chases after. Him and Bush battle. Tied up against the board. Trying to get the puck, but Bush will come out with it. Tried for a stretch pass there. 17, Enderle just has a beat on him. Axe chips it around the net, though. Good play there. That's by Zagorski. He's showed a little bit of skill tonight for sure. Riley Quick puts that one on net. He has a wicked shot. We've seen it earlier, just wide. He also has a goal in the game. And there will be a whistle on the play.
Looks like a penalty.
It'll be a power play.
Yep.
It'll be Sam Santangelo going to the box here, number 20, in the sin bin. This will be a Mizzou power play. Brought to you by Gumby's.
Yep. Definitely maybe the spark they needed. Oh. Whistle.
Huerman be on the draw. He'll be slotted up against number 27, Brendan Meyer. That puck gets chopped out to neutral zone, but right back in. That's offside. Mizzou stick will touch it.
Yeah, and again, you kind of think that they need something on this power play if they want to get back in the game. And what's going on? Okay, just an
offside. We're going to reset here as they play a little Stone Cold, his theme song. Maybe that'll get them going. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes, you just got to listen to a wrestling theme to get you going. As the Tigers get this puck here. Huerman drops a man. Walker and Huerman try to get it. Walker comes out with it, and he scores!
What a goal.
What a shot by Charlie Walker. Makes it 3-2.
And again, maybe that was it. Mizzou bench looks a little bit more alive. only down 1 with a good amount of time to go. There's definitely a chance here for Missouri.
Charlie Walker in this top line capitalized on the power play with 1:38 left on it. The man will be let out of the box with 6:52 left in this game. Walker makes it a 1-goal game and tries to get his team back in this.
Yeah, and it was an absolute beauty of a shot because top shelf, where grandma hides the cookies, and it's a great, great shot, and it's a great play, and now Missouri in striking distance.
Like I said, you never say never with this team. Dalen, you were here last week on that Friday game, and they were down, 4-1 at one point?
Yeah, they were down 3-0, and then they scored, and then Arkansas scored. It was 4-1, and they won the game 6-5. So this team has a way of weaseling their way back into games. So
you never know. Just a little bit of momentum might spark this team. Power play might have been what they needed. This Cam, or no, excuse me, that is Bresner works on along the boards. Gets the puck deep. Puck chips out in front there. A little battle. Bresner kind of gets tripped up trying to make the defensive play. Luperell makes a good
great
shot,
save.
but an even better save by Christopher.
And again, like we were saying earlier, Missouri bench not sitting anymore. They're all standing up.
Caston drives in here. Puts a puck on. Kind of gets chipped in there. Yeah, Setnar with a little chip in the second shot, but it's gobbled up by DiFilippo. You know one thing that's totally different compared to that first game, that D2 game? The hits. Chippiness are not there as it was.
Yeah, and it's not a very physical game. And again, it looks like some tired legs maybe. And
yeah, tiredness might be setting in. That lactic acid they tell you about. As Fauci has a beautiful chance and he shoots it just wide.
Wide open and right in front of the slot and just couldn't even get a piece of the net.
Fauci works it back to his defender. That's Landon Lewis. He tries to find his deep partner. Caston, he'll work back. Lewis and Caston. He works it up to Fauci. Looked like a little bit of a line change here. Fauci is now with Trupiano and Nicholson. Nicholson's been all over the ice too tonight. Him, Hewerman, Trupiano, those three guys have been out there all night. Nicholson has the puck behind the net, tries to center it, can't get it. It'll be stopped up by Sansoni. A tip, just wide. Good play there by Fauci to take the puck back. Nicholson gets it deep. Fauci near the net. Tries to chase after it. Hewerman puts it in the middle, but that'll be dumped. And it'll be once again right at Christopher. Redbirds have been really good at that tonight. This D3 team has been really good at when they do dump the puck, it's right on net. So they can't, it's no icing, but they can still get that line change. 17 takes a big check. That's Sansoni down in the corner, the defenseman. They work it back out, but McGrath has it at the red line. He works it back in. Sansoni will go for a line change here. McGrath keeps it, but no, it's dumped back in. Right over the head of Hewerman. Christopher plays it with the stick, gets it to Hewerman, who drops it off to his defender, Axe. Back the other way, Charlie Walker, who just scored the second goal for the Tigers. He's out there with Hewerman now. And it looks to be Ryland Quick, the other goal scorer tonight for the Tigers. Two right-handed shots have scored this Missouri team. All lefties for the other team. Well, interesting. Not that it means anything, but, just how it plays out. As they make a good entry there. Quick puts one on. Patted away by the goalie. Charlie Walker thought he had that one off the boards. The bad pass by Hewerman sends the team the other way. Christopher tried to play the puck behind the net. It slips by him, but they turn it over in the defensive zone. Back the other way go the Tigers. Bresner tries to make a drive towards the net, but gets it knocked away. Zagorski chasing after the puck here. He's out there with JT Baker and Bresner. Cam Axe is out there as well.
Yeah, and with time ticking down, you got to think, 3 minutes left. When are you going to pull the goalie here?
That is a good eye. Good eye there, Dalen. Is that one? You never know. They try to get a stretch pass to Bresner, but he couldn't get it. Garcia shoots one on. He's been all around the game tonight. Been big on the power play for them. That one's chipped up a little high. Bresner has to play it down with his hand. Gets it to Setnar, who tries to make a toe drag, but can't get it around the defender. Bush, the big number 5. Massive body, makes a good body block on that play. Zagorski gets passed up by Strom. He tries to center, but it's blocked away by the defender. Lewis with a good defensive play there to get it up to his forward. Bresner in, along with Setnar. It's going back the other way. Lewis, another good play, gets it in. And that forward line's going to go for a change. Some fresh bodies will hop onto the ice. 2:11 to go. A 1-goal game here in Jefferson City, Washington Park Ice Arena. Good turn there by number 9. That's Trupiano. Been saying his name a lot tonight. See if he can get himself on the board and tie this game. He works wide. One hand on the stick gets checked. But he gets back the puck. No, it goes back to the defender. Hard shot on. Foshi tries to center it. And it goes out of play.
What a great chance right there for Missouri to tie up the game, but just a puck that kind of goes wide, and then the follow-up also doesn't hit the net. But minute 46 again. Christopher's by the bench, but it'll be a timeout. Looks like he's trying to go on the bench. Be interesting to see.
Let's say after the quick timeout, we'll just talk it over here. Let's say 1:46 to go. What are you thinking, Dalen? What would you like to see from this Tigers if they're going to go with the 6-on-5 strategy?
I think, you just got to play it up to the point. I think the point shot is overall just the best opportunity here. Get some guys in front, see if you can't get a tip. But I think personally, put 3 guys in the blue line and just try to funnel the puck to the net, and then eventually one will go in, I think.
Listen, I like that idea. I really do like that idea because I feel like tonight we haven't seen them get bodies to the front of the net like most people would like.
No.
You think coach would be sending them to the front of the net and try to get some sticks in front and some bodies in front of the goalie, take away that vision. But tonight, you got to hand it to DiFilippo. He's been really good.
Yeah, and I think also Missouri's been spreading out, a little bit too much. And, again, they're trying to go beneath the goal line and try to get some pucks from beneath the net into the front, into the slot, but it just hasn't been working. So I think, last minute, 46 seconds, you got to get something to the point, got to get something on net, anything here. Because, again, there's Christopher out, so 6-on-5.
Foshi, Quick, Hewerman, McGrath, Zagorski, and Walker for the Tigers. Christopher pulled 6-on-5, 1:46 to go here in the Jeff. Foshi will try to make the play deep in the corner. Quick is with him, along with Walker. That line that started the game. Hewerman's out there. He's been a big factor tonight. He's been on both sides of the puck. The power play, the penalty kill. Mizzou digs the puck out. They chip it down. And Dalen, with that weird ice tonight, the puck's slowing down in certain spots. It's just a beautiful chip. Foshi has an opportunity, but he gets it taken away. I wonder if a puck might slow down and not go all the way where they want it to.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Zagorski's trying to make a play along the board. Hewerman gets it in. That's chipped out and headed straight towards the net.
Oh, it's just wide.
Like you said, just wide. Because that'll be an icing. As McGrath went to retrieve that one, it could have iced the game.
That's a win-win for Missouri right there. You miss the open net, and then again, you get the icing. So
looks like we're going to have a timeout here from Illinois State. As Robert said, Arkansas. But, hey, it's okay, Robert. We love you, buddy. And, Illinois State's going to take their timeout here with 53 to go. Also, we need to clarify this with Ian and Owen. They can take timeouts after icing? Okay. So, yeah, Ian does say yes. Our producer, Ian Paprocki, you heard him here, the D2 game. He's now our wonderful producer. He's been outstanding tonight. But Dalen, this has just been new to me, new to you, new to some fans out there. I'm sure not all. I hope you're enjoying this broadcast. I mean, I've had so much fun tonight.
Absolutely.
Both games.
Oh, yeah.
Games. It's been outstanding. But people are probably tired of my voice at this point.
Well, Robert said Arkansas, and I bet Missouri hopes it's, like the Arkansas game again on Friday last week, was down 3-1 in the first period and stormed back, finished that game 6-5. So, again, maybe they can harness the spirit of last week against Arkansas and 53.7 seconds here. 2-3 game. Goalie pulled at 6-on-5. I mean, this is edge of your seat hockey.
Now, if they tie this game, that would make things really interesting. See how they do overtime. As Muirman will take the draw. Here's McGrath to his left as he comes in off the tie-up. Quick misses it and he'll go to the neutral zone. Zagorski plays it along. Foshi works it low. 45 on the clock. Shipped out once again. Zagorski chases after. He finds Ryland quick. Gets it over to McGrath. What a pass. Tries to find the middle. Rushes too quick. Does find the middle, but no one's home. Back the length of the ice. That one will be no icing. It doesn't go all the way. Zagorski works it up the middle. Walker somehow blocked that on a shot that could have went in. And they're going to call that offside.
Interesting.
Looks like we're going to be getting a defensive zone draw here with 14 seconds left. An offensive zone draw for the Tigers. Looks like this unit's still going to stay out there. Only changes are Walker and Quick. Now subbing in is Setnar and Bresner. See if they can do anything. They pinch the puck along the boards. They blow a whistle real quick.
Wow.
Looks like they're calling a penalty here.
That's crazy. Wow.
A power play with 8.6 left for the Tigers. Wow.
They did this last game, too. They called late penalties. I mean, there's 8.6 seconds left. They're right along the boards. I mean, I personally don't think I agree with it. I mean, it's just along the boards, 8.6 seconds. I think you just got to let it play. But great opportunity here for Missouri.
Interesting call there, but Mizzou has a chance here with 8.6 to go.
6-on-4.
Setnar taking the draw. Referee's going to split up the wingers here, saying, hey, don't be getting too close now. Setnar wins the draw back. Zagorski chips it in towards the net. They have a chance. It's underneath the goalie. No one knows where it is, but the time winds down.
What a finish.
And the Tigers don't come up with it as Matthew DiFilippo saves the Redbirds as they finish off this game tonight, 3-2.
Yeah, that was a really, really good finish. Again, just that one goal off the power play really, really reignited this Missouri team. And again, that's an interesting late call. Of course, if they got a goal off of that, something probably would have been said. But, it's not a bad loss for Missouri. Again, just kind of like a sloppy game by both teams. And, you had interesting goals go in for both teams off of both goaltenders who, again, played really, really well. So, yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting game and very good game, very close game.
Yeah, Christopher, I'd say probably the star of the show for the Tigers, even in the loss. He let up 3 goals. A couple of them probably wish he would have had back.
Well, yeah, again, I think that's it's like hockey god karma right there. I mean, you make some of the ridiculous saves and then you let in some pretty easy shots. So, that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. And, you just got to think about next week and think about tomorrow, think about the next game, and just got to try to win.
Yeah, an unfortunate one for the Tigers. They go down 3-2. The same score for both games, D2 and D3. And
And
we'll be back tomorrow, though.
Finishes the same way too. Back 3-1 late, get that second goal. They have a couple seconds right at the end to try and tie it up, and neither the teams at D2 or D3 could do it tonight.
Yeah, both teams showed strong efforts, and we'll be back tomorrow. Is for Dalen Conklin and our producer Ian Paparaki. I'm Ray Dickerson III. You have a wonderful night here from Jefferson City.